Hi, welcome to Equip 2. I'm Paul Thompson, and today we're going to be going over the Keys-Track P3 twin shaft shredder. So this little beast here weighs in at a total of 15.5 tonne maximum loading, and that's with the options of the magnetic belt and the tipping hopper. As always with the Keys-Track machines, a big feature of them is how easy they are to use. So coming into the board here, you got your little PLCs as well, and your functioning remote. So everything that you need to do from the machine, you can run off the remote. You obviously got the manual auxiliaries here. E-stop's always important for us to tick that health and safety box, so being able to shut the machine down. So there's a couple of points here on the machine that you're able to do that. One thing you'll notice with this machine is how well constructed it is. So you look at this back door here. Yeah, she's pretty solid. There's no plastic in the back of that. They're in a pretty harsh environment, so they need to be able to perform. Beautiful access in here to your full radiator screens. So that maintenance side of it just makes life really easy. And hidden away and behind in here is a little Deutz motor. So really fuel efficient, easy to work on, easy access. And your fuel tank's obviously just stored away in here with your tier 4. One thing that struck me with this little unit is how solid it is. So it is, you'd be very, very surprised at the materials that Keys-Track have used in this machine. It is really, really heavy duty for its size. You come in through your discharge belt. So you get an exit height there of 3.75 meters, giving you a great stockpiling capacity of around that 130 tonne, depending on what products you're using. Great little thing with having the overband magnet. A must in your C&D and your concrete processing for recycling is a little mag belt. So overband magnet, really efficient at pulling the product through. Up here now at the moment in the guts of the machine, something that I really like about this machine is having this tipping grid. So this material obviously you can store on top of here if you get your overflow from your shafts. This is hydraulically tipping, so this comes right up in the air and then pushes the product into the chamber. So this is where all the action happens. So at the moment, this is set up, these wood shafts. You can notice the wood shafts, they have this, what we call as a grabbing tine on every alternate. So what that does is it hooks into the material and pulls into the jaws. So for the concrete and C&D processing head, you'll see it won't have that, and they're a slightly different configuration for the curves of the shafts. So these are individual 90,000 Newton meters of torque for each shaft. So one shaft will spin one way and it changes backwards and forwards. So you might get 45 revs out of one side, 25 out of the other, then reverse and swap. So just keeps the material really flowing through. On the underside of it, we've got some great baskets in there. So at the moment, we've got this one set up with a 70mm grate. So for taking through that wood processing, really good in the concrete stuff as well. So it's a matter of changing the shafts out. So each shaft has its own sort of purpose. The beauty about this machine is sort of an hour, not too much more than an hour, maybe 2 hours max. We're going to do a how-to video on that, but you'll see how easy it is to take these shafts out and then put them back in with the concrete processing head. The baskets, there's a couple of different designs or sizing of the baskets underneath. And what they do is they just hold that product up for you so you're getting a good sizing going through the other side. A good feature of this machine, which really protects you as the operator and the unknowns of what the feed does, is that my shafts will back off if they reach a certain level. So they'll actually try and crunch it. If it's too hard on it, it will back itself off. Just protecting it from that tramp metal as an example, a bit of I-beam, whatever it may be. As we discussed earlier, the shafts are really easy to swap out. So they're actually non-captive at the drive end. So it sits into basically a star formation. And it's a matter of just undoing these few bolts, taking off the back housing, slinging them out and slinging the new set back in. Simple as that.